to Pirates to see what the wait time was. And while we were standing deciding, as we walked up, we saw this guy who was kind of a Poundland version of Captain Jack, and he was standing right in the kind of like little kiosk bit that the
Captain Jack's hat.
yeah, and
sort of wiggy thing.
Yeah, and makeup.
Big eyelashes and makeup. It's normal like
black t-shirt.
Black t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Teddy boy broccoli creepers on.
But anyway, he
asking questions again.
No, you're missing the point first of all, is that he was standing right in the cast members area. And as
right
we
by the booth, right by the little box.
Oh, don't talk to me now. As you can see, Gary's having his afternoon fun. Yeah, so everyone's going up to him. We sort of hung around to watch. But the thing is, as we walked up, I looked and thought, he hasn't got a badge on, a cast member's badge, so I kind of sussed out straight away, and I was trying to get Gary's attention to tell him. I couldn't get hold of him to tell him. But then the cast member who was sort of on the gate, and there was one who was in the booth. There was a lady in the booth and a man on the gate, wasn't there? And all these people kept coming up and asking, you know, how long's the wait time, or what do I do here? And he kept going, oh no, I'm not staff, I'm not staff. But he was standing in the staff area.
Work here.
I don't work here, he said.
I don't work here.
I'm just Captain Jack.
Well, when we first walked up, I thought, oh, they've sort of stuck someone there in character to like enhance the entrance a bit.
Really bad job.
Got a pair of shorts and Teddy boys shoes on.
Yeah, we're thinking really bad, but I spotted there was no...
Like half Captain Jack and half Elvis.
No, I spotted that there was no badge straight away. Obviously Gary had sussed that out at that point, but the gentleman cast member took the lady cast member to one side, and I sussed that they sort of turned their back on him, and I could suss that they were talking about him, and then very shortly after, I think he moved on.
I think they said something like, get that freak off my boat.
Yeah. But he was standing right in the cast member's booth. It was just really weird, wasn't it? If we go, we've stopped now outside the Chateau de la Marionnette to have a cup of coffee. Gary's having his fun. We're going to then go back round and get on Pirates, because the wait's only about 20 minutes at the moment, isn't it? So we're hoping by the time we've drunk this, we should be done in a minute, so it shouldn't be too long.
I'm going to have a chat with him, so I'll strike up a conversation. You can feel this.
Weird. I mean, why would you do that? Very strange. Takes all sorts to make a world. So, we just went on Pirates, and as we came off, guess who was there? Fake Jack Sparrow. And he was kind of loitering.
Why is the rumble?
Yeah, he was loitering. Sorry about that. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The battery just ran out on us. But yeah, so he was standing near the exit where you get off the boat, and he was just like.
Is that?
Yeah, he was sort of like staggering around like that.
Why is the rumble?
And actually, Gary, can you hold the camera, please? Because it's doing my arm in completely. That's too close. Right, you've got to go out there like that.
Let's go like that.
I'll go this way.
This way.
Right.
That's better.
Yeah. You can't get the boat in now. Anyway, yeah, so let's start again. So, just been on Pirates, and just as we got off, guess who was there? Fake Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack.
And he was like doing all this stuff, wasn't he? Like,
why is the rum gone?
Yeah, and he was standing near the end. As people were getting off, he was sort of looking at them, and it was like as if he was really in character.
Would say appreciate, we forget the name. Legged it.
He legged it. So we tried to follow him, but he's gone. We've lost him in the crowd.
He's as difficult to catch as a real Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but how funny. Yeah, and then as I came
Chap's
out,
a madman.
Yeah, but as I came out to try and get the photocast photo, it was really funny because a lot of the staff were obviously talking about him, because I could hear him saying like Jack Sparrow and the man, and they're all laughing, so I don't know. He's been obviously hanging around here all day. Really strange. I wish I could have got a picture. Gary said if we see him again, we should like all his bluff and just go up to him and go, oh, Jack, can I have a picture with you?
Hello, Jack. Any chance of a photo? I half expected you to be made of wood.
To be honest, I'll insert a picture here, I think, of Gary with his, because like Gary said, I can't tell him off for it because he's wearing like the wig and the hat they sell.
He's only got half the outfit on, so he's not really in full character, so technically he's not breaking any pirate laws, as it were.
Yeah, so, but I'll insert a picture of when Gary just put the hat on, which now for some reason can't get on because his head's too big.
It won't fit my head.
Yeah,
my body's shrunk. My body's shrunk and my head's got bigger.
It's going to be like E.T.
What's that all about? What's that all about, eh?
E.T. Anyway, I'll insert the picture of Gary after
Right,
we've done it by now.
come with us. We're going to go and find Jack.
Don't know where we're going next actually. Oh, that's a bit close. Don't know where we're going next. It seems to be, dare I say it, like calming down a bit because now we've just come off Pirates and it was 20 minutes or 25 minutes. But now it's gone down to 15 and it doesn't even look like a 15-minute queue at the moment.
So if you want to go on it, go very quick.
Right, okay, see where we go next. Looks like we're going to go on the suspended bridge. Yeah, we just remembered that we've got Hunter's Grill booked tonight for 6 o'clock. Oh, you can't hear me over the water. We've got Hunter's Grill booked, so we're going to very quickly do a quick round on the bridge and then go to Hunter's Grill. Ambush Alley. Up this way. Pont suspender. Right. There's the tree house. Poor old Gary can't go on. Gutted about that, aren't you, Gary?
Yeah, I am actually, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, the door's not very good on this bridge, especially when I start to shake it. Sorry about the jerky camera. There's far too much rum. It has to be done, doesn't it? So.
Getting way too close, Gary.
That's not too close. You've got loads of space there. Made it.
Now we've got to make it back again.
Oh yeah. Need to do this bit first though, this highest part.
Go on then.
Look at that for a view.
So I just went to the toilet and Gary spotted fake Jack. But without
Pseudo sparrow.
yeah, but without his hat on. So
Having a sandwich.
but yeah, without his hat on. That's a shame.
That's the chap.
Yeah.
Pseudo sparrow. With his sandwich.
There you go.
It's probably
Right.
a lovely chap, I suppose, if you got to know him.
Anyway, we are now leaving the park. We are making our way to Hunter's Grill for a nice sit down and some nice food. It's turned intensely hot, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So, all this rain. They forecast rain all week, and we were looking at the forecast going, oh no, oh well, a rainy day in Disney's better than, you know, a normal day elsewhere and so on. So far we've been really, really lucky, and it has been very hot. So, I think it'll recharge our batteries a bit. We were going to have an afternoon at the pool this afternoon, but it hasn't happened again. You sort of get swept up in the doing everything and going everywhere, and you know, Gary's become a bit of a gotta get on something, become a slave driver to
Test
me.
out this new stent, haven't I? See if it works.
Yeah. So far he's doing better than me, because I am absolutely struggling. My back's knackered, my shoulder's knackered.
Got to push my heart a little bit before it ends up in the chest.
Yeah.
I love your ears.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. We just got interrupted by a couple of young ladies who,
Go after my body.
no, they're not. No, they just said I've got my ears hanging on my bag, which I'll get Gary to show you in a minute. And they just stopped to tell me how they really liked the ears. They're Donald ones that I made a long time ago. And they were also talking about my ear hanger for my ears. And, I'm out of breath now. Yes, so my ear hangers, which I don't know whether, I've probably told you before that I've now got a little Etsy shop. So what I'll do is I'll put the link in down here, well actually I'll put it in the description, and I don't know how to do it, you know. I don't know how to do the up in the corner stuff. But anyway.
I'll show you.
Anyway, it's an Etsy shop. It's Castle Craft Emporium, and yeah, I sell the ear bag hangers and other wall hangers and whatever. But yeah, she really liked my ears. She told me that they were, didn't she?
Whatever that means.
And she said that they were lovely, they were brilliant, and she really loved them, and that the bag hanger was really good. So yeah, I'll get Gary to show you. Do you want to show them? You show them my bag hanger?
Yep. Yep, there you go, there it is.
Oh.
Yes, done.
Just really handy when you're going on the rides and things, and you think your ears might come off, or sometimes, especially when you're wearing sunglasses as well, sometimes it just gets a bit heavy on the old head, it gets a bit pinchy, so it's quite nice to take them off sometimes, but you don't want them to get crushed, so hanging them on your bag is a really good idea.
I hang mine off my head.
Yeah, right, let's go to Hunter's Grill, because I think the parade parade's about to start, and it's the parade that we've seen a zillion and one times, and we need to get through so we get to eat.
It is very loud.
Yeah, Gary doesn't like parades because they're too loud. Right.
Like in your face.
Yeah, right, let's go. So you join us now, chillaxing on a sunbed, but it's not sunny.
That's because it's 8 o'clock in the evening.
Well, it's gone 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, we've just had our really nice dinner at the Hunter's Grill at the Sequoia Lodge, and I have to say, as per usual, it didn't disappoint. Clean, fantastic service, really good choice of food. Just really nice in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
always really
yeah,
nice in there.
Yeah.
I've eaten far too much, but I have to tell you now that my back and my shoulder are really giving me problems, and I am struggling to keep going. It's really disappointing me because the rest of my body's willing, my mind is willing, you know, I'm raring to go, but I'm actually really struggling with my shoulder and my back. I am waiting for further procedures and physio, but I need to get something sorted because this is disrupting my Disney days, and I can't have that. But no, so the meal came at a welcome time because I really needed to sit down then. So we've had our food, and whilst we were there I saw a guy with a camera vlogging. So we struck up a conversation, and they were actually sitting on the table next to us, and it's a guy called Andy from Disney Opa who is a vlogger. So hello Andy, if you're watching. It was nice to meet you, nice to chat to you, and we were chatting about how busy the parks are now, and how what Gary and I have found is like there's no merch, there's just no merch. And I mean, our daughter gave us a list of things that she wanted that literally they always have here, and they've got none of them. And
yeah, but strangely enough, it's theme stuff as well.
Yes.
Like in Star Tours, in the Star Tours shop, there is no Star Tours merchandise at all, and in the Ratatouille shop, there's
Chez Marianne.
yeah, there's absolutely no Ratatouille.
There's no Remy,
sort of Remy,
no Bistro Chez Remy
themed
stuff.
Anything at all.
No. No, so our
before
daughter wanted like the crockery from there,
Yeah.
and she wanted a replacement Star Tours keyring because hers broke after many years of having it. None of that. There's just loads of things that we're trying. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see that, but Gary's got 1,000 flies buzzing above his head.
Yeah, I need a wash.
Did you say, did you wash today?
Yeah, I did, yeah. No, maybe I just give up something that flies like that.
Anyway, yeah, so we've struggled, but he was saying that because a lot of it is produced in China, they've had real problems getting it over, and that's obviously why. And he said he can come here and film something one week, and in a couple of days' time it can be completely different merch in the shop because that's all gone, and they don't replace it. They can't replace it. So we've struggled. There's not that many pins, or the pins that they have got, there's a lot of them, but they're the same ones, or some of them are like really old ones that we've seen, been here for years. So yeah,
I mean that Ratatouille shop has got the only stuff that's in there is all Mickey related stuff.
Yeah, it's all generic.
Which isn't
Mickey.
unusual, but then
but
it used to be literally all Ratatouille related merchandise. There's none in there whatsoever.
So we've come out of the restaurant and come to have a little sit down. We were going to sit on the other side where there's like the fire pit and everything, but it's busy over there, there's no seats, and we were going to sit and have a coffee. We just had a little mooch around the Sequoia shop just to see if there was anything different there, and there isn't. And we're just a bit knackered now, so it's like 8:30 in the evening. We have rebooked the fireworks for tonight, and we're just sitting here now because Gary has taken his shoes off, because Gary has managed on this break to hit his head on something about 4 times now.
I headbutted a lantern earlier on today outside wherever that restaurant is.
The Marionette,
the
Pinocchio Chalet de Marionette.
Yeah, sitting on the barrels. I stood up with a barrel and head-butted a lantern.
Yep.
The only consolation is it was obviously a swinging lantern, so it wasn't rigid, so obviously it absorbed a bit of the impact.
Stood up in the kitchen and head-butted one of the cupboards that was open.
Yeah, head-butted a cupboard that was open.
Yeah.
I managed to...
Under the stairs cupboard, you managed to hit your head under that?
Yeah, I've done that as well.
Yeah.
I managed to... Well, I smashed my ankle on one of the cannon axles outside Pirates of the Caribbean. That was today as well.
And that's why he's got his shoes off now, because he's just checking because he thinks he might have broken his toes.
No, they're not broken, but they're just throbbing a bit. But yeah, I've had a good day actually.
So between the two of us, we're like the walking wounded. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Gary's still trying to talk me into going on Big Thunder, which I don't know. I said I definitely can't do it tonight and definitely not after eating. So tomorrow is our last park day. So we'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. But it feels like we haven't got much done. I keep saying to Gary, oh, we haven't been in there. Oh, and we haven't done that. And normally we'd get loads of things done. Yet we have managed it on a few rides, so I don't know what's happening really. It's sort of, I mean, I know there's long queue times for things and everything, but then that's not necessarily unusual. But I don't know, maybe it's because we're not getting in the parks as early. I mean, it can't be the time, can it, that it takes to get in, because it's literally 10 minutes in the car, and we're parking right at the front. I mean, it's not even 10 minutes, is it? It's less than 10 minutes, door to door, and we're parking right at the front of the car park, row 1.
Yeah, but it doesn't take a lot longer to drive than it did to walk when we were staying here.
Yeah.
Into the park.
Yeah, so I don't quite know where the time's going, but I think maybe usually when we come for longer, and that's what it is. So I haven't had my pool day yet, which I'm very disappointed about, but it has been so warm today, and I think they forecast rain tomorrow, so I might not get my pool day, which means I'll just have to come back. And we're having the should we renew our annual pass deliberation at the moment. If we renew it early, we get a discount, and it is a big discount. So do we renew it? And I mean, I said to Gary, if we worked it out, it's less than £1 a day for the year, and parking at €30 a day now. You know, we've saved a fortune just on parking.
Oh, yeah.
We've just saved €11.40 on our meal. So it all really does add up. And when you think about what it costs for tickets to get in as well, and like I said to Gary, we've only got to come back once in the next year and, you know, do a couple of meals and park a couple of times to get our money back, to be honest, because what it would cost you in park tickets to get in alone is not far off for the amount of days that we would come. I mean, yeah, if you're only going to come for 1 or 2 days, but we come for longer, don't we? So I think if we don't do it, I think we might regret it. And I know at the moment, because of Gary's job situation, we're trying to conserve what money we have. But like I said to him, you know, life is for living, and considering that he nearly didn't, I think we need to live as well as exist, if that makes sense. And I don't think us just existing is really going to be, if you come this way a bit, you can be in it as well. Look, there you go, that's better, and then we can both in it. I think we have to have that balance. We have to be sensible and save money and be economic with things, but equally we have to actually get some pleasure out of life as well. And I think that within the next year we are going to want to go away and do something. So personally, I think it's an investment we should do, really.
I'm thinking maybe I should
choke. Have you swallowed one of those flies?
Probably. Yeah. Maybe I should do Big Thunder Mountain first, tomorrow, even if I do it on my own.
What, to see if you survive it?
Yeah,
That's what he kept saying to me. I need to do Big Thunder Mountain to see if I actually survive it. I'm thinking, great, that's
yeah, I need to test it. I need to test this surgery, don't I? See whether he's done a good job. So if I do BTM and walk off as opposed to go off, if I can walk off of it as opposed to being carried off in a bag, then that might be worth.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Well, you've got to be realistic about these things, haven't you? I mean, if I don't do it, I'll never. Who will I?
So the card.
But at the moment, I'm probably not even going to survive this. I just want a load of flies.
So the cardiologist said that. Oh God, we're all getting a lot of flies now. Cardiologist said that when we asked him, he said, "Be sensible and do what's comfortable." He said, "There's no real reason why you shouldn't be able to do it, but you have to be sensible and do what's comfortable."
Yeah.
So I think if it was like, because obviously like getting too hot or too exhausted, if you had all those factors and then you went on it, maybe that would be pushing it too much. But I think,
yeah, I sort of think that. I don't know. I'm thinking that so Big Thunder and maybe the Tower of Terror would test it properly.
yeah, I'm not going on the Tower of Terror. That is a definite. I'm still not sure about Big Thunder, but he keeps saying to me, "You've got to come on Big Thunder with me in case something happens to me."
Who's going to drag me off?
Yeah, but to be honest, I need somebody to look after me on Big Thunder, so I just don't know.
We shall see.
Watch this space.
Yeah, watch your space. So it could go from this to that.
Oh, I wonder what I thought you was going to lay down or something, but no. I mean, I really don't know if I want to do it or
Could
not.
Disney grown up.
Yeah. Or it might not. It might be both of us that go, because you know what I'm like
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
been nice knowing you.
And to be honest, I mean, I've had some. I've got a back issue at the moment and a shoulder issue, but I've also had
Knee issues.
I've had my heartbeat's been too fast because of stress related things, so mine might just explode as well. Watch this space. Right, we've got
Yeah, anybody that hangs around me gets stressed out.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
you know, really good for your heart.
yeah, not. Right, we're going to relax here, deliberate what we're going to do next, and
But it's a pretty pleasant evening, though. Look at that.
it's very humid actually tonight.
Yeah, pretty much we're sitting beneath where we actually stayed. Yeah, room a couple of times up the top there. That sequoia. It seems quite odd.
Right, okay, let's deliberate,
Yeah.
and we'll catch you later.
Put your socks back on and go.
We've just spotted a cast member, a ranger, with something fluffy in his arms. It's a hat.
Hello.
Excellent. Right, we're off the Sun Loungers, been to the car, dropped off some stuff, and we are back in the park. And look at this castle. How magnificent does this castle look? I have to say, of all the castles, we do think this one's the prettiest, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bit of a reaction there.
Yeah.
No, we do. We do think this is the prettiest. So I shall spin you around so you can have a look. Just look at that.
I think it's the grounds around it make it as well. The whole setting, isn't it, really? So.
But that does look beautiful. Dumbo's had 10 minutes, so we hot-footed it round there, thinking it closes at 10. We've got 10 minutes to get round there. Got halfway there, virtually there, and they said to us, "No, sorry, can't come this way anymore." So now we've got 10 minutes on Star Tours, so we're going to do that before we have to get to our VIP area thing for the fireworks. Star Tours, here we come.
Toutes les expériences qui est due, ces 3 pions. Il était temps. Le motivateur bien a fait le sien. Le budget est comme une seule nous devons décoller dans quelques minutes.
That was good. So I was the rebel spy.
Yeah.
And it was in English, which was really good. It was a really good one. It was one we hadn't seen before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It started off, the first section started off the same as one we did before, and then it was a completely different bit, because I know there's loads of different combinations, but that was really good. And there was a really lively bunch of Italians in there, and it was quite amusing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's always good when you've got a good crowd. So yeah, very lively. Yes, I was the rebel spy. It was a lively crowd. It was in English. What more could you want?
Yes.
So now we're going to show you this pretty site at night and make our way through to the Illuminations annual pass holder area, if we can get through. This always looks so pretty at night, this whole area.
So now, we invite you to dream bigger, smile wider, and laugh louder. Together, let's make the future brighter than ever. Ensemble, rendons l'avenir plus brillant que jamais. La magie ne fait que commencer. The magic, it's just begun.
Il y avait une lumière qui marchait.
Et maintenant, and now, Disney Illuminations.
This is your invitation to dream.
So we have just sat and watched the Disney D-Lights and the Illuminations in the Infinity annual pass holders area that you can reserve. We've never done it before, and I don't know why we haven't done it before. I think we've gone to, but haven't for whatever reason.
At 9 o'clock.
Yeah, probably.
Probably why.
But wow, what a good place to sit and watch it. That was amazing. However, we are going to try tomorrow to do, they don't do cast compliment as such here, but we're going to go to, I don't know, like guest services or somewhere, and go and give a shout out for Axel, one of the cast members. What a job he had on his hands tonight. It was absolutely rammed everywhere. We had trouble trying to actually get from one side to the other, to actually get to the area, and we didn't think he was going to. I mean, Gary was saying, oh, let's just give up, and at the very last minute we managed to find our way, and they took us through to the front. But there's roping off the Infinity and disabled sort of area, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously everybody else is all around. And the problem was, there's a lot of people who were starting. There was a lot of people who were starting to crawl under the ropes. Now, I appreciate they were really packed in, and I appreciate that they've probably been sitting there for hours to get that spot near the front, and there was all this space in our bit. However, I suppose rules are rules, and he was trying very hard on his own to try and keep peace, wasn't he, and order.
Yeah.
And there was one guy who was laying on the floor, who like literally made himself almost like a bed and refused to move. There was 3 guys behind us who had clearly had far too much to drink, and I looked at Gary and he looked at me, and we actually thought it was all going to kick off like in a big fight. We actually thought, this is it, it's all going to kick off, great. one time we get to do this, now it's going to be a fight. And he was really trying hard, wasn't he, to get them to go back behind the line. And there was 2 guys in front of us who he sat and had a really long conversation with, and we thought he was just chatting to them, but actually he was trying to get them to move out. In the end, because they were sitting really quietly and nicely, he did let them just stay because the show started. But then halfway through they got up and tried to go and sit down the front. So he made them come back. And it was just really, really hard. And then there were 2 women who were standing up right in front of everybody. And when somebody asked her, would she mind sitting down, she basically mouthed off at them and said, I don't have to listen to you. So it was all kicking off there, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice quality, clear job.
And I'm thinking, you've got the privilege of sitting here, why don't you just sit and enjoy it and let everybody else sit and enjoy it? And it was nice because we had all the space. It seemed more polite to sit and watch it, so that people behind you in their area, in the non-infinity disabled area, could actually see it too, without you standing in the way. I mean, I know, like Gary said, it's up in the sky a bit, so you can sort of see it, but so we just went up to Axel at the end and just told him that we thought he did a fantastic job. He was trying to have a balance between the rules and keeping the peace, and and being diplomatic and not causing a scene, especially in front of young children. Very hard job for him, very hard. And he did it amazingly. So we're going to try and give a cast compliment for him tomorrow, because we think he totally did it. He's earned his pay tonight, over and above. But yeah, D-Lights, what an amazing drone show. Gary's got some way to go before he's skillful like that with his drone.
not that many all at once, do we?
Yeah.
I think one's enough to handle.
Yeah. Anyway, we've just sat down just outside Casey's. Yep. On the empty chairs, just waiting for the park to empty out, because it was a sea of people.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. So I think we're going to say goodnight now. So
just join the
do all the usuals, you know.
Join the tail end of that lot.
Yep. Like, subscribe, notification, and all that jazz. And we will see you tomorrow. Good night all.